ouro, né? Nossa, mas eu fiz bosta. Porque eu não. Vai ser mais um passe de lance, né? Passe melhor, né? É. Não, mas é porque eu troquei todas as minhas moedas. Troquei todas as minhas moedas por ficha.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Entendeu?
Someone's got to guard the
Porque as
galaxy.
fichas são mais
Might as well be me.
Porque as skins na ficha são mais baratas. Aí
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match?
vai ser 50. É 50? Ah, mas essa eu fazer uma recarga também, barato. É, deve dar uns 60.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Você jogou duas? Mas a fila agora vai ficar ruim, eu tô zelo, porque vai estar todo mundo querendo subir. Eu mesmo nem tenho tanta pretensão de subir assim. Eu tô jogando mais pra jogar mesmo, porque vai ser difícil subir.
Round one,
It's an
go!
endless universe, but somehow I keep finding the worst parts.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds.
Oh, thought
Stay
you had
strong.
me.
É, mas aí o próximo Elo Hell vai ser o diamante.
Peter Quill.
Call me Star-Lord when we're, you know, out.
O cara é
I'm
eficaz.
trying to build my brand.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Whew, that's the stuff. Oh boy, here they come. This feels empty. Oh, sweet
I need
moves, right?
assistance. Got a lock on them.
Attack the foe. Punch them.
Oh, sweet moves, right? That's the stuff.
You owe me one.
Oh, thought you had me.
Behind us.
Glad to help.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Excellent form, dear.
A man.
My thanks.
Yeah, oh, sweet moves, right? Three, two, one, blast off! Much better. Oh, sweet moves, right?
Natural anger. You got a lock on them.
2 points, Star-Lord.
You know what to do, spiders?
Oh, did you see that? Just what the doctor ordered.
You have my thanks.
Let me
You know, some health would be good.
This is the place to watch.
Let's rock
I've tagged
this.
a foe. No hunt.
Only 60 seconds left.
Oh, did you see that? Coming right at ya.
Behind you.
Our enemies are near.
Gather around.
Vai melhorar não, mano. Tá lane logo mesmo.
It will help.
Vai.
I feel like I'm being lost.
Ele tá
Moves, right?
então,
I can't move. Their attack is almost
pra
exhausted.
caralho.
The final 10 seconds. We are undefeatable.
Joga essa porra logo, vai, mano.
Us against the world.
Again!
Fire mode. Trying to help.
Welcome to the Dark Force.
My turn to shine.
Can't keep me down for long.
The current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Someone's got to guard the galaxy. Might as well be me.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Round 2.
I may be from Earth, but every planet's under my protection now. Ha!
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Bast has not descended yet. Your idealism refreshes a battered old soul.
You can't be that old.
Astral projection makes me feel old.
Portal, guys.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right over here. Hit him
Don't
hard.
forget, securing the mission area is your top priority.
My people look forward to the outbreak. Pentagram.
Angry!
Let's pop back up under their noses.
Help, friend!
I'm back, baby. Right?
Focus on the battle.
Locked and loaded.
This is natural. Been trying to help.
Heat element.
Good medicine.
Just embrace the
I'm
light.
back, baby. Oh, sweet moves, right?
I need assistance. Us against the world! We are undefeatable!
Oh, sweet moves, right? I was looking for one of these.
Parabéns aí, ó. Morre com seu DPS aí.
I'm back, baby. Ready to rock and roll.
You made me angry!
Pull it back.
Você ganhou aí ou perdeu?
Now we give the people what they want.
Tandy needs help.
I need assistance.
Oh, gotcha.
Double KO! Only 60 seconds left.
Tão vendo atrás, pai.
My life is heavy.
Can't keep me down for long.
Todo mundo parou e virou no Venom, cara. Você foi sozinho.
Final score: 1-2-0.
Você levou 3 sozinho, entendeu? A gente não foi com você porque tinha um Venom. Só isso.
Another epic victory! Big win!
Vai dar bem.
Marvel Rivals has too many heroes for its own good. Dude, okay, I know gaming journalists get a pretty bad rep for being, you know, dumb, but we should also be highlighting how oblivious they are to certain games, because The Gamer, the leading source for gaming news, enlightened our damn nerve cells with this piece of poetry that argues that because Marvel Rivals is giving fans too much content and too many ways to play, they are going to die out. For example, the article talks about how playing the game is daunting due to the number of characters, and Marvel will somehow run out of A-list characters to capitalize on as the game goes on. So in other words, the author wants Rivals to slow down its rollout with content, you know, like Overwatch does, but funny enough, that's exactly why games like Overwatch or Fall Guys die. Like, Marvel Rivals is a new game. They need to provide as much new content as possible to not only ensure that current players keep playing the game, but also encourage new players to finally give the game a try. And also less potential for future editions. Do you think Marvel is going to run out of characters? There haven't even been leaks for Daredevil or Shang-Chi, and a good chunk of the X-Men aren't even in this game either. And also the movies will always make no-name heroes popular, so don't worry, Marvel ain't running out of characters, and every single character will feel like an event. Plus, no one is forcing you to try every character. Why? Because it's called having fun. Like, get good with 3 characters and try the other ones in quick play. Also, don't make an argument about why Rivals needs a role queue, because if you don't know, in Overwatch there is a role queue which essentially forces players to wait until their team is balanced with its roles. But in Rivals, there is no role queue. So for example, if you want 6 Vanguards on your team, go for it. Your wait time will be shorter and you'll have more fun because of it. But besides the point, Rivals overdosing on content won't kill the game. Like, the only people who don't like Rivals for that reason probably just suck at the game. And it sounds like to me, the author here sucks at the game.
Consumir arte e conteúdo de outras culturas é revolucionário. Nosso mundo não precisa ser restrito apenas ao nosso idioma e local de origem. E a transformação que o inglês fez na minha vida até agora é essa.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and I think Nvidia is lying to the people, alright? Marketing BS is marketing BS, but I want to start off with some positivity. Obviously, I think you all know that I'm talking about those brand new Nvidia graphics cards, and you know, I'm going to be honest with you, the prices ain't that bad. Now, if one is looking at the prices for an Nvidia card, I'll be real, it ain't looking half bad. Now, the 5090, yes, is a workstation card with 3,400 AI tops. Is coming at $2,000 US, okay? So obviously it's more designed for people that have that crazy money to burn. But I feel like for most people who, you know, are just getting into, like, you know, going for a reasonable upgrade, that 5070, ladies and gentlemen, ain't actually half bad for $549. That's actually, from what I believe, reasonably around the same price one would expect from Nvidia, except slightly lower. Nvidia cards, it really felt like used to be getting more expensive, but that is actually cheaper than what I thought. Now, why am I calling this video Nvidia is lying? Well, because recently in their reveal, I saw Jensen Huang come on stage and talk about some wild things, like a 4090, which is the world's fastest GPU as of today, something that I have in my computer, right? Like, to show you where my computer specifications are, I run, of course, a Ryzen 9 5950X, which is a recently aged CPU. But my 4090 is probably the best in class for raw graphical power on a computer. But of course, a 4090 is now something equivalent to the 5070, which is giving 4090 performance. Now, did I just get scammed? Is this advancement so huge that for literally a fraction of the price, the 5070 is actually beating that big chunky GPU that I have in my system? The answer is no, ladies and gentlemen. The 5070 is not matching the 4090 performance. See, Nvidia has been doing a lot of AI chillery for the last couple of years, and it's because of some of their massive software enhancements that they finally managed to meet the 4090. As long as you've got all the DLSS there, as long as you've got all the frames being generated, we are sitting at a point where one of their GPUs is now rendering 75% of a video game's frames through itself, through the driver, not through the game itself. It's actually wild when we get into it. Now, when going on to NVIDIA's actual website over here and seeing, like, you know, their comparisons, the 4090 is running a game like Cyberpunk 2077 at 106 frames per second. But the 5090 is running it at 240 frames per second. In reality, the half of the frames that you're seeing, at least on this screen, are completely fake. They are generated by the actual driver on the actual computer in something known as DLSS frame generation. And the amount of frames being generated and assists provided has shown that at 4K resolution, running a game like Cyberpunk 2077 with gives you with no assist 28 frames per second on the card. And with all the NVIDIA system generation, you can turn that 25 frames per second into 231 frames per second. Now I'm like, whoa, what kind of arcane black magic shit is this? And the reality is, this is kind of how NVIDIA has been doing since they've launched ray tracing. Now, for anybody that doesn't remember ray tracing's beginning, I'll just give you the quick and dirty, okay? NVIDIA launched ray tracing, real-time ray tracing, with the NVIDIA RTX 2000 series. So how this stuff works is there's special hardware dedicated onto the actual GPU, which allows the computer games to actually run ray tracing algorithms, ray tracing math, in a real-time capacity. Ray tracing used to be this, you know, thing that was actually quite honestly the holy grail for 3D rendering. For a lot of game developers, it was not something that was easily achievable by software alone. And until NVIDIA came along, everyone pretty much relegated it to like, pre-rendered CGI imagery or, something that requires offline rendering, something that you couldn't do with a video game. So what ray tracing does is effectively simulates light. So for instance, the light that's coming into my room is bouncing off numerous things. It's bouncing off this table, it's bouncing off this mic, it's bouncing off me, and those rays are what NVIDIA's, ray tracing cores are trying to calculate. And once you can calculate that, you can then reflect that in video games with more, realistic lighting, more realistic reflections, more realistic shadows. Now, obviously, the more effects you're trying to calculate in ray tracing, the tougher it becomes. Now, one of the games that came out as a showcase for when the 2000 series launched was Quake RTX. Now, I believe this is beyond ray tracing. This is when you go a step further and start doing path tracing, which is where you're calculating multiple bounces and you just have a lot of rays you're working with. It leads to some pretty impressive lighting. Now, when the RTX 2000 series launched, running this game without any assists at all actually gave you a pretty low frame rate. So in order to help with that, NVIDIA also created something known as DLSS, or Deep Learning Super Samples. Now, this technology effectively takes a video game and renders it at a low resolution, upscales it through artificial intelligence algorithms. And this makes it so that an image that would be typically 720p can look reasonably like 1080p. And there's a pretty good video by a channel known as 2 Clicks Philip, where he actually goes into the DLSS systems and runs games at such low resolutions, and it's pretty surprising how DLSS is good enough to take a low resolution and make a pretty reasonably clean image out of it. But this algorithm, when it came out, wasn't exactly super impressive. It had its issues. You don't get benefits without cost somewhere. So when you're running a game underneath the resolution of your monitor and you're upscaling it, you're going to come across things like artifacting, like smearing, like ghosting. And honestly, over time, NVIDIA has made this situation better, okay? They have mitigated a lot of the issues that DLSS faced and have actually made it so that nowadays, a DLSS image, if you put two people side by side and made them look at an image right there in front of them, they might not be able to recognize the native image from the DLSS image, right? Depending on what setting is running. So, again, in a very short amount of time, we went from running games like Quake RTX to something like Cyberpunk 2077 with full path tracing. So imagine going from rendering a pretty simple PC game all the way to one game that has tons of materials, tons of complexity in the rendering, honestly a game that is generationally different from Quake, all in a short span of time. Now, in order to get Cyberpunk to run from 25 frames to 231, what NVIDIA is doing here is, again, running the game at a substantially low resolution and then upscaling it through AI. And then, beyond all of it, they've introduced something known as multi-frame generation. Now, frame generation is not new. They introduced it with the 40 series of GPUs, and what it does is basically, let's say you're running a game at 60 frames per second. Now, if you want to run it in frame generation, it can go all the way up to like 120 frames. But what it does is it inputs a frame in between, each real frame. So at some point in the actual graphics card driver, it actually uses onboard hardware like optical flow accelerators and data from the game, where as you're moving forward, for instance, in Cyberpunk, the images you're seeing here, half of the frames in this image are completely generated by the driver. And again, it's a complex way that it does this, and it doesn't come without its issues. Problems like smearing, the UI has issues. There are problems with the frame generation, but NVIDIA is trying to fix it. And one of the realities of all of this is, as you generate a frame, you're also increasing the game's latency. Remember, this is not a real frame rate, okay? This is like half of the frames being actually real and the other half's being fake. You're gonna have input. So when NVIDIA introduced like adding 2 more frames instead of just 1, yeah, now most of the frames generated by a graphics card are effectively fake. What NVIDIA is showing over here, 75% of the frames here are not real frames. So Digital Foundry actually managed to get a look at how this worked on Ray Tracing Overdrive. Now, when it came to input lag, Digital Foundry did in fact find a good average between like all these different options. So for 2 times frame generation, the average input latency, or latency in general, is 50.9 milliseconds. That number climbs to 55 when you add the extra frame. And then when you go full on with the 4 times frame generation, it's 57 milliseconds. Now, this may seem pretty high, and honestly, you will feel the input lag even with ×2, but I will say in actual use cases, it's very playable for a single-player game. I wouldn't bring this for something like multiplayer, but that goes without saying. I'm somebody that used to play games like Rainbow Six Siege pretty active, so I know what a bad input lag is. Now, when I played Cyberpunk 2077 with path tracing and all these effects applied, I put 300 hours into Cyberpunk, and I have enjoyed my experience on 4090. But I will never lie to you and tell you that I don't feel some input range on it. So I have to wonder, again, how bad it's going to be when you add 2 more frames instead of 1. You're going up. And NVIDIA claims they're not going to be input laggy. But again, when you're adding in a bunch of fake frames, the possibility for ghosting, artifacting, visual issues, and all of these problems go through the roof. Now, path tracing is incredibly expensive, which is why NVIDIA is generating frames rather than trying to get this out with raw rasterization. So if you look at the top left, that is my frame rate, 22 frames at around 32 by 9 ultra-wide. So the resolution is 5120 by 1440. Everything is maxed out. It is path traced. And the thing is, it's laggy. I'm not using any assist whatsoever, and this actual image looks very sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like now. Now, in the middle here, you'll see what my actual game looks like with DLSS enabled, but no frame generation, so the frame rate improves substantially. And then with frame generation, that frame rate then nearly doubles. And of course, if you want to get really technical, looking close into these shots, I don't think you're going to find much different, with the naked eye, unless you really know what to look for. So even with all these assists, I'm going to let you be the judge of how effective NVIDIA's upscalers are in comparison to traditional rasterization. Now, it's because of a lot of these assists that some people have kind of thought that these graphic cards are a lot cheaper because maybe they contain less power to them. And that's not entirely true whatsoever. There is actually an upgrade to traditional rasterization performance, meaning no ray tracing, no assists, no nothing. And it's somewhere around the ballpark of, I would say, 30-ish%. Somebody on Reddit did a pretty great math for NVIDIA, and they showed that, yes, in some cases you're looking at like 132% gain. In games where things are CPU locked, like Far Cry 6, you're looking at 27.5% like gains. And of course, that's with things like ray tracing. Generative AI gets like 100% because, yes, they're putting a lot of their eggs into that basket. But the thing is, overall, you're looking at around 20 to 30% gains off of the 4090 if you're comparing traditional, like, native rendering from 4090 to, like, the 5090 in games like Cyberpunk, where you're not putting in any of these, like, generative assists. The moment you start putting in those generative assists, obviously the frame rates are substantially different. Going from 100 frames on a 4090 to like 230 frames on a 5090 will be noticeable. Now again, how much will the input lag affect this? That's yet to be determined until you actually get a mouse in your hands and you're willing to judge for yourself. But for NVIDIA to come out...
3, 2, 1!
Oh, here they are now. Oh, sweet moves, right? I can protect, but add time to the mix and things get tricky. Let's try this again.
Better stop that vehicle!
Oh, thought you had me.
You cannot hurt me.
I suck!
Spiders have been sufficiently... Get in.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
Sai daí.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Let's try this again.
It's spider time!
Oh, did you see that?
It's the grand finale.
Cadê a cura, mano? Cadê a cura?
We are undefeatable!
Ê, caralho. Não, relaxa o caralho. Tira essa porra aí, papai vai curar, caralho. Mano. Vai. Perde quieto aí.
Your powers are mine!
I am ready.
Oh, did you see that?
No swimming away now, little fish.
I like the cold. You stop them in their tracks.
Charlotte quer ultar, tá? Tá atrás dela, vai ultar, mano. Tem ult.
Mano, ela tá com
Matou
um
o
de
cara
vida aqui
que
atrás,
ultar, ela
velho.
vai ultar,
Tá
mano.
com um de vida, mano.
Vai ultar agora.
Only 60
Gastou
seconds
imortal,
left.
o cara já era. Vai também.
Oh, did you see that?
Quem tiver. Deixa pro Psylocke, mano. Vai gastar. Segura aí.
Down to 30 seconds.
Falta só 30 segundos, guys. Vai ter a ult do Psylocke desde. Tá. O Psylocke tá aí. Não caça, viu, Luna? Pelo amor de Deus, não vai perder, mano. Mata.
O homem de ferro aqui atrás.
Try this again.
The final 10 seconds.
O Riff dei sozinho, esse.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
A Mantis tem ult também, tá?
It's spider time! Undefeatable!
Maximum pulse!
Já era.
Did you see that?
Hã? A Mantis tem ult, tá?
Us against the world! Bring on fire mode!
Who's the man? I am.
Oh, I'm fine. Get my news.
I was looking for
Tem dois chutes. Pene sem vida.
It seems
You're quite welcome.
Final score 2-0. Another epic victory! Big win!
And say the 5070 is somehow equivalent to a 4090 is just marketing bullshit. And I'm sorry, I'm tired of anybody saying that it actually isn't. One of the other things that I kind of saw in regards to some of these cards were things like VRAM. Now, when you're looking at the VRAM for a card, VRAM is pretty important because, you know, as long as you are increasing your resolutions and you're filling in more, you know, higher resolution textures, you're going to need a lot more of that VRAM. And the 5070 comes with 12 gigabytes, which seems surprisingly low. And the reason I say it is because, honestly, we're at a point where a lot of games are going through the roof with their visual requirements. Even 16 gigabytes still doesn't seem like enough of a buffer zone for games that are slowly creeping up. Now, obviously, if you go to the 5090, it's 32 gigs of memory, but this is like a really more professional grade users. The average gamers are probably going to be sitting around these first 3 cards. Again, I like to talk about this from a mid-range gaming PC perspective. Not everyone has the money for like a 5090. So when you're looking at things like VRAM, for instance, and memory bandwidth, it's pretty impressive, all right? But again, that VRAM amount has me a little worried. And NVIDIA is doing a bunch of things with AI and compression techniques to make sure that that, you know, amount of VRAM works. And maybe they've got their head on right, maybe they've got the answers, but it's still something that I have a bit of a worry about. And again, it really shows me why these cards are priced pretty well. Again, NVIDIA is a company out to make money. And again, I do believe these cards are designed to not be loss leaders, because at the end of the day, I don't think NVIDIA really believes they're in competition with any of their actual competitors like AMD or Intel, because none of those cards are matching to the same level that NVIDIA is. There's a reason why people are buying NVIDIA cards. You may not like NVIDIA, but there's a reason why their cards are substantially at the top of their game. There's a lot of positives and there's a lot of negatives that I find with this GPU release, but one of the things that does kind of hit me is the advertising. I don't believe that NVIDIA is releasing 4090 performance on a 5070, and I think the fact that we're kind of pushing in for AI, we're pushing in for, again, a lot of these assistive models to come and up the frame rate, instead of actually increasing it, you know, in a raw manner, is something that I feel like should be a question that is asked. You know, we're getting to a point where ray tracing and path tracing in video games is being introduced incredibly aggressively. And at the rate that this new level of graphical technology is coming out, NVIDIA is kind of going out of their way to discover assistive tools, right? Because at the end of the day, going from something like Quake all the way to something like Cyberpunk 2077 and all the future games that come out down the road, NVIDIA is going to have to keep finding ways to generate frames, because trying to render this stuff raw is going to make these graphic cards jump from actual affordable prices like $549 all the way to actually $2,000 if we're trying to achieve the same level of frame rate without any of these assists. But yeah, we are in a world where it's kind of funny if you really think about it. You know, one of my favorite like communities on the internet is Fuck TAA, where we talk about, like, again, the idea of TAA is an anti-aliasing method that is traditionally pretty decent in some cases, but if you start to look beyond the cracks, images become blurry. It's wild when you play games from 10 years ago, and you play them at native resolutions, and you look at, they feel like these games because they look so sharp. But with NVIDIA's tools and a lot of these new upscalers and frame generators, we went from having crystal clear, sharp frames all the way to now being used to looking at ghosting, artifacting, input lag is now, you know, going higher as we're generating more and more frames. And ultimately, I think at some point, the returns are really going to start diminishing pretty heavily.
Ó, tem gente perto da gente aqui, hein?
Eu tô ouvindo alguém aí.
I need assistance.
Don't die yet.
Whatever.
Just what the doctor ordered.
O Homem-Aranha ali.
Isso.
Farmando tudo. Farmando cura nos tanques aqui pra ver se eles ficam vivos.
Olha.
Tá de namu, hein? Esse Homem-Aranha. Cara lá em cima, lá, spamando tiro lá e ninguém tá dando nada.
Eu vou quebrar ele, peraí.
Tô ficando ele também.
Matei. É que eu tava tentando manter a galera viva.
Tem ult, hein? Vai atrás. Bora.
Eu tenho um shift.
A pena aqui. Lock. Achou o shift. Eu tô sem vida, tô sem vida. Deixa. Cadê tu? Morreu?
Eu morri.
Confiante em você mesmo.
A gente vai ter ult.
No stopping the Star-Lord. Oh, man. Still out
Tenta
of
ficar na parte de cima e com o clone aí embaixo. Cadê o carinha aqui em cima? Eu vou bufar a ult do...
Cuidado, vai puxar essa porra, hein?
Opa. Eita! Não consigo curar você. Por que você tá aí longe, cara?
Eu achei que ia acontecer alguma coisa, que ele foi lá se matar com essa porra ali, mas... Tentar uma ult.
I'm back, baby.
Posso colocar? Tu fala, Gustavo. Eu consegui colocar um pouquinho dele. Consegui, agora.
Jury! Executioner!
Tá muito bagunçado isso.
Can't keep me down for long.
Ah! Para que eu morri pra bombinha. Todo mundo passou correndo ali e não pegou.
Essa paredezinha atrapalha muito a...
Vamos lá com o shield. Cai.
The current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Someone's got to guard the galaxy. Might as well be me.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
E tu vai de sup de novo?
Deixa. Eu vou... Eu ver o que vou pegar ali. Vai ter um racão aqui.
Ai.
Que é o campo... Revive.
Open your...
Pega a shield aí, gente. Caminho. Tem outra ali, ó.
25 de vida vai fazer a diferença.
Parece muito mais. Ajuda, né?
Como é que é? Não parece muito e realmente não é muito, não.
Vou colocar aqui... Vou colocar escondido aqui, ó.
On occasion, but to serve as one's avatar must be
Vai ganhar
exhausting.
barra com sede. Foi lá pegar minha curinha.
Probably shouldn't comment. Khonshu is always listening.
Perhaps a divine
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Ah, já joguei umas coisas aqui, já nem...
Vai em cima lá. Homem-Aranha ou...
Homem-Aranha, o ventilador.
É.
Que vai bater no cara lá em cima.
Tem nenhum. Nenhum que bata.
Ai, só joguei o que? Vamos ver.
O Pock.
Vou jogar pouco aí. Vou jogar muito
O voador dele já
Caralho.
tem metade da vida dele já.
Tá no curar esse carinha aqui, ó.
Eu tenho treino de quê, cara?
Pera, tá em mim, Homem-Aranha.
Suporte? Ah, pô.
Homem-Aranha de vida. Mas já usar meu revive.
Eu pensei eu não sei se eu vou jogar o competitivo da próxima season.
Vamos de Ferrari brincando ali em cima ali, ó.
Calor da luz, não adiantou.
Não, mano, é. Se os bonecos que eu jogo não carrega. É foda, mano.
Por que eu fiquei preso? Que porra é essa?
Final score 0-2-1.
Ah, nosso DPS era terrível.
Eu peguei uma partida que o DPS ficou 2-13.
Literalmente.
Aí eu até desanimo. Vai ficar perto. É, mano. Aí é foda. Mano, se posiciona perto da cura, né? Ah, e o Gavião lá é o top 1 BR, porra. Ai, mano, é só na nossa partida mesmo. Olha, guys, cara vai se fuder, velho. Tomar no...
Across the board for this kind of stuff. Now, to be fair, do I recommend you get the 50
o cara
series?
tem que
There's
chegar lá
only one
atrás
way
e
I'd
não chega.
recommend it. Probably if you're upgrading from like a 2000 series card. I still think looking at all of this, a 30 series card is still good enough. Most games are still going to be fine with a 30 series card. Unless you're upgrading from like literally nothing or a 2000 series, the 50 series makes sense. And the reason I'm probably so pessimistic is because I am at a 4090, so for me a 5090, while yes, the new software looks impressive, it's not worth paying $2,000 for a 20 to 30% increase in raw performance. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to talk about this stuff because, again, I am a video gamer. I am a PC guy. I talk about PC stuff. And hopefully, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I do want to give you my real, honest facts and honest, understanding of the situation. I'm not going to be an NVIDIA shill just for the sake of being an NVIDIA shill. I like NVIDIA. I do. But I think the way that this has kind of been billed is definitely... We're definitely hyping up the software more than we are really the hardware in this situation. And again, that's really up to anybody. If you're somebody that is all in this frame generation world, then this is a great card for you. But I think a real question has to be asked going forward.
Tem que matar esse cara, velho. Mata ele.
What is in a video game frame anymore? Is it even actually the video game? Or is it just AI generated stuff from the actual graphic driver? Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it,
Parece que a ult
Clique
da
agora e aproveite até 70% off no Mercado Livre. Ofertas de até 18 vezes sem juros. Corre para aproveitar um super descontaço. Corre e aproveita. Mercado Livre!
I think I'm pretty relatable compared to Namor or someone like that.
Gaming trends pop up and change and
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Mano, que escolha errada esse instante, velho. Puta que pariu, mano. Mano, se tivesse um futuro estranho aqui, a gente já tinha ganho essa porra. Os dois tanques, os dois DPS. Olha lá. O do outro DPS lá, 10, 3, 11, 3, 10, 0, nossa, 3, 3.
splash. Put some pens in my step. I got some unfinished business.
Faz de propósito, você ganha duas e perde duas. Você ganha duas e perde duas. Ganha duas, perde duas.
Você ganhou pelo menos? Porque eu tô na quarta partida aqui e não ganhei uma até agora.
Ah, ganhei uma. Perdi duas e ganhei uma. Essa é da preta.
Mas você não vai cair. É, eu já tô 43 pontos. Eu cheguei e tava no segundo. Tava
Por que os caras tá em cima?
Não sei, mano. Fica aí dando.
They've almost got it! Embrace the light! Ready! Here come the bad guys!
Making the cut!
Ora, vocês vão ficar aqui em cima até acabar o jogo?
Tandy needs help.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner!
Esse cara parece que tá trolando. Só faz isso. Esse Hulk é horrível, cara. O time dos caras, mano. Olha esse arqueiro. O arqueiro não acerta uma bala, nada.
Everything, and well, some of them really suck. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on GameRanks 10, gaming trends that need to die in 2025. At number 10 is studios closing before even releasing a game. The video game industry was not in a good place.
Get ready! We thought you were a goner after the vampires caught us by the Queensboro Bridge.
Oh, me too. You'll never guess who showed up to save the day. Morbius.
No way!
Things got weirder from there. I'll tell you about it sometime.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? We won't run away anymore.
I found trouble.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web!
A ball of light!
Still breathing, still fighting.
They captured the mission area!
What's superheroes without Iron Man?
How's that for a trick? Just what the doctor ordered. Nowhere to hide.
Is suffering. It's me, Squirrel Girl, in case you couldn't tell by the giant squirrel-like features. Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Powers are mine! Let's try this again. are done when I say we're done!
They've almost got it!
Ah, revenge. Sonic, bring on the fucking shot!
Go have fun!
In your face, Luke!
Well, you can't expect to win them all. Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Someone's got to guard the galaxy. Might as well be me.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? You'll need a top-notch team to win this one. Round 1!
There's only one genuine certified Star-Lord. And you're looking at him.
You cannot save Yggdrasil, nor
30
can
seconds
save
before you attack.
yourselves.
Get ready!
I'm all for seizing an opportunity, Loki, but I cannot imagine how much of your soul you had to sell to end up on that throne.
There's your mistake, mortal. You assume I had one in the first place.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Y'all a bunch of deadweights. I can do this myself.
I will do it.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, that was close.
Render me assistance. Smash off.
One. Oh, sweet moves, right? I'm flushing.
Enemies on approach.
Keep up the momentum.
Oh, did you see that? Much better. Oh, sweet moves, right?
This seems wrong, but
Just what the doctor ordered.
this is
Moves, right? Oh, sweet moves, right? Shields up. Oh, sweet moves, right?
operation.
Elements, jerks!
I still need
Tremble before fast! Tremble before fast!
Let's try this again. Oh, sweet moves, right?
My
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Oh, did you see that?
down! That fucking hurt!
Oh, sweet moves, right?
I'll patch you up.
Armed and dangerous! Start
Elements, jerks!
It's like it's bread.
I still need you.
Tiny little creatures get
Oh, thought you had me.
That's it! Don't let anything stand in your way. Us against the world!
Your powers are mine!
Guardians
Oh, mutant kind!
Oh, did you see that?
That fucking hurt!
Much better.
You're welcome.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
Pulse charge, fire!
It's spider time!
Now, Hulk mad!
I will get hurt. Can't wait to see this thing in action.
Tony, you gotta give me one of those. Oh, did you see that?
The current score is 3-2-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Someone's gotta guard the galaxy. Might as well be me.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
one genuine certified Star-Lord. And you're looking at him. Oh, thought you had me.
My turn.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
I'm all for seizing an opportunity, Loki, but I cannot imagine how much of your soul you had to sell to end up on that throne.
There's your mistake. You assume I'm the first place.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Oh, hates ugly sea monsters.
Let's try this again. Oh, sweet moves, right? Ha!
They shall not escape our wrath now.
Oh, thought you had me.
Weapons of war.
You're welcome. Oh, that's the stuff.
Down! That fucking hurt! Get your I'll patch you up. Down! That... One...
Let's try this again. Oh, sweet moves, right? Ha!
This is real firepower! Pulse charge, fire! Spiders.
It's spider time!
Never bring your guns to a space gunfight, Frank.
Double kill!
Twigs all around.
Tony, you gotta give me one of those.
That fucking hurt!
Oh boy. Here they come!
Just stop them in their tracks!
Oh, sweet moves, right? All these fighters can't be good.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Against the world!
I'll turn them into spiders exterminated.
Tremble before bath!
Oh, sweet moves, right? I'm never
Double kill!
Fire!
Only 60 seconds left!
see that?
I am Groot.
You stop them in their tracks!
I don't think that's the welcoming committee. I'll patch you up. Behind the there.
Oh, sweet moves, right? Eat elements, jerks!
This is real firepower! Pulse charge, fire!
I'm back, baby. Oh, did you see that?
The final 10 seconds!
And dangerous! Again!
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner!
Frank get a gun that big? Oh, sweet moves, right?
Double kill!
Oh boy. Here he comes!
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
My odachi is sharp. My mind is sharper.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this match? You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Someone's gotta guard the...
Those who oppose me shall be left to drown. I'm not a hero. I'm the Punisher.
Round one, go!
I hurt you.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Someone's gotta guard the galaxy. It's an endless universe.
When are you gonna
And
make me a
somehow,
fighter?
I keep finding the worst
you
parts.
teach me how to shoot webs and hang from the ceiling.
Seriously? Because I have a radioactive fighter right over here, ready to go.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't forget, securing the mission area is your top priority.
We must thank you for what he has done to Asgard.
Jerks!
I have not seen so many spiders since. Never mind.
Maybe needs help.
Did you see that?
One couldn't win without the other.
I was looking for one of these.
You're clear of the spider nest.
Oh, sweet moves, right? Oh, sweet moves, right?
It's spider time!
Oh, thought you had me.
I have made the nest sit here. I am Asgard's light!
Oh, sweet moves, right?
Judge! Jury!
This is real
Executioner!
Oh, sweet moves, right?
Ion.
I was looking for one of these.
I'm opening a portal.
Just Just what the doctor ordered.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon! Bring on the
Sweet moves, right?
Without Spider-Man.
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
Only 60 seconds left. You know what to do, players?
No stopping the Star-Lord.
You're up, little ones.
Oh,
Down to 30
did you see
seconds.
that?
These spiders are cute, but deadly.
There is no time for
So much for your vegan rock.
It's spider time! Final 10 seconds.
Your powers are mine! By the
No stopping the Star-Lord.
I unleash the Vishanti!
This is real
firepower!
double kill! That's 3!
Moves, right?
Here
Here they come.
the current score is 0-0. Time to switch things up, including which side you're on.
Someone's got to guard the galaxy. Might as well be me.
The right heroes could make all the difference. Round 2, go!
Got something that needs to be blasted? You called the right guy. Oh, did you see that?
You're up, little ones. They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Oh, did you see that?
I sense great worry in you, Peter. What troubles you so?
Oh, just the fact that 2 Dr. Dooms are battling across all space and time and we're stuck in the middle. Yeah, it's nothing big.
I also sense great sarcasm.
Please tell me you didn't need your powers to see that one.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Once I saved lives with a scalpel. Now I do it with a spell.
You know what to do?
A shortcut through space.
At it again. Portal.
Let's rock
Keep
this.
your eyes on this part.
Oh, did you see that? No stopping the Star-Lord. Oh, did you see that?
Final score 0-1. Well, you can't expect to win them all.